online business or if you want to start a street business. Hey everybody, and welcome to Entrepreneur Spirits. My name is Brette, and I am your drunk entrepreneur / teacher. You come here today because you are wanting to start a business and don't know which one you want to start. So I am here to give you 4 tidbits of information that'll help you to put you on the right track on an online business or if you want to start a street business. So, when I say online business, first of all, I'm speaking in terms of things like selling hair online, selling graphics online, selling yourself online, like I'm doing, in a good way, like on YouTube, things of that nature. So that's your online business. When I speak of street business, which I really mean offline business is like your pastry shop or your clothing store or your barbecue restaurant, which is something that I wanted to start, but I didn't have enough money, so we're not going to talk about that. So anyway, let me get back on track. So with those types of businesses, there comes different aspects of businesses that you have to know what you're getting into. So I gave you today 4 of the main ones. As you can see, I drink, and from the result of that is this writing. So I hope that you can read it. It doesn't matter because I'll be saying the words anyway. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna actually move over. That's better. So the first one we're gonna start with is trust. That one. Building trust is already hard enough when you are opening any kind of business. So when you're opening a online business, you have to build that trust. You have to build a persona that people can trust. When you have an online business, it's like telling a story to sell your products, to sell your business. Online business, like I said before, could be YouTube, selling clothes, selling candles, selling anything. Again, there's a story behind it, and people want to have that relation to that story. So you want to build that trust in order for you to get those sales. You want to tell a story that's relatable. Excuse me. Moving along, offline. Offline is a little bit more easier because you actually have a place that people can go to. They can sample your goods. Speaking of pastries and any type of delicacies, maybe barbecue, a restaurant, again, clothing store, sporting goods store, things can be tested out, they can be sampled. You can speak with employees that work there. So the trust factor is kind of easily there because they already know who you are, and especially if you're in their neighborhood, it's something that they can always come back to. If they need a live person to talk to, they got a live person to talk to. That's why you're there. So moving right along to the next one, hours. When you start a business, you want to have your time with your family, with your friends, any type of outside engagement outside of the business. Now, starting off online or offline, that's really not going to happen. It's just not going to coincide with one another because you have to put in work and time in order to get your business off the ground and get it started. And then when it gets started, you have to keep it going. So hours is very important. Now, once you get in the swing of things and people know who you are and you've established something, then establish a relationship for people to buy from you, then your hours can fluctuate and you can make those up. However, when you are online, when people buy, they can buy all the time. They can buy at 3 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the evening. You don't necessarily have to be there. So that is definitely a pro about hours and working online. You've set up your store, you set up a great website, you set up a payment gateway so that they can pay, and once they pay, the product is already shipped out. You don't have to worry about that. So that's going into almost passive income. You just have to put in the work to show that you care about your business, you care about your customers, and you're putting a quality product out there. As opposed to a street business that is legal. I have to say that for some people, because some people be like street business, they light up and there be some other stuff they talk about anyway. As opposed to a street business, you have regulated hours that you have with the city. So it's not like you have a bad day and your hours are 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and you're like, okay, I need some more sales, I need some more money. You can't just open at 11 p.m. and then be working and serving, just say serving food. You can't now. There's people that do it, but you're not supposed to, because those are the hours that's regulated with the city. And basically that's so they can kind of keep tabs on what you're doing. That's another video. So keep your hours in mind, especially if you have family, if you have friends, if you have other engagements outside of your business. If you have a lot of that going on, online may be the best thing for you. If you are somebody like me who don't really have a whole lot going on as far as like family and friends and children, I could do an outside or a street business, but I just choose not to. So we're going to go ahead and move right along to the next one. So good. Investment. I kind of talked about investment in the last one, especially with having a building. Investment is really important, because now you have to think about if you're going to have employees, if you're going to have a building, you're going to have supplies, you're going to definitely have advertising and marketing. So there's more overhead, meaning there's more expenses that come out of the business rather than if you're online. If you're online, you got a computer, you got a smartphone, you got a pen and a paper, and you got time. So investment cost is very low, overhead is very low on an online business, and it's definitely ideal for people who don't have much of a budget to work with when trying to start a business. Now, if you have the money, the thousands of dollars to get started, and you are fine in your living situation, won't take away from your house bills and things like that, then I say go for it. But if it's not that way for your pockets, you need to stick to online. And if it's something that you want to do on the street, you need to figure out how to do it online. Moving along now. Target audience. That's a damn B. That's what I get for trying to write backwards. I can't do this. I can't do this. This is going to be the last episode. I can't keep writing backwards and y'all think I'm illiterate or dyslexic or something. You know what? I'm sorry. Most importantly, your target audience. Whenever you start a business, you have to know who it is that you want to target. Who do you want to sell to? Who are you trying to connect with? That goes for online and on the street. Who are you trying to market yourself to? You can't market to everybody because everybody's not going to like your product. But you really have to narrow down who it is that you want to market to. And then from picking your target audience, that way you can market to those types of people. So say for instance, I run a sports goods shop. I'm not going to do it, but I'm just saying. I run a sports goods shop. I'm not going to really target people in the candle industry. Like, it's not a win-win for me. Now, I could, and I may have new customers that come on that just like my character because of who I am and not for the products I sell, but that's still a tricky territory. So when you are starting your business online or offline or on the street, as I call it, you have to know who your target audience is. And that way you can zero in on who it is that you need to sell to, who it is that you need to promote to. So that is that for this episode of Entrepreneur Spirits. I am Brette, your drunk entrepreneur. Come back. I would like to see you again. Like, comment, share, subscribe so I can still put this content out. I know I don't have many videos, but they're coming. Like I say, subscribe so I know. Leave a comment of things that you want to talk about. We can talk about it together. I want to hear your ideas. I want to hear what it is that you have to say. So again, thank you so much for tuning in, and start those businesses today.